and welcome. Someone said, when the going gets tough, the tough gets going. After a dry spell of half-filled cinema halls, kudos, we are back to 100 crore films. These 2 weeks have been exhilarating. I'm Atika Farooqui. Here is a show that promises love for good cinema and a penchant for moving stories. A lot's coming up, but first, headlines. Bhediya is horror, comedy and a satire on urban development that promises a joyride for family audience. This week's recommendation is Maid, a mini-series about a single mom domestic abuse survivor who inspired thousands of women. Saif Ali Khan in a conversation about his career, family and father, Tiger Patodi. And young singing sensation Sachet Parampara talk about their latest offering and the song that changed their life. To begin with, let's talk about Bhediya that has released at the box office this week. The world of werewolves has been a favorite horror genre in many parts of the world. Closer home, we have had films like Jani Dushman and Junoon, where a fine-looking man transforms into a dreary wolf on a full moon night. But Dinesh Vijan and Amar Kaushik's Bhediya is a story that's more than horror, laced with consistent rib-tickling humor, underlined with development versus nature conservation debate, and overall provides an experience that's wholesome and frankly also inspires respect for the makers. Bhaskar, a young boy who has mortgaged his family's house to invest in a project that entails building of a road cutting right across the lush forests of Arunachal Pradesh. In his own words, who cares about nature? हमारे लिए balcony में रखा plant ही nature है. He wants to move from Jamuna Par to GK. So he's aspirational and sometimes insensitive. He's accompanied by his IAS aspirant cousin played by Abhishek Banerjee, who's a bit slow and irritating to him at times. The two meet up with Jomin, played by Palid Kabak, a local boy in Arunachal's Zero, to come together and convince the locals and the administration there to help build up this project. All three boys together make up scenes of great camaraderie, language conflict, good humor, friendship goals, etc. They are joined by Panda, played by Deepak Dobriyal. He is genuinely intriguing and comes up with these lines articulated and modulated in such a funny way that he forms an essential part of the film's intrigue as well as humor. Bhediya, which is a local legend here called Vishanu, a representative of folksy, fantastical, in a way, protector of the jungle, will literally eat up the person who plans to devastate the forest. Amar Kaushik, who has given us Three and Bala previously, continues his winning streak in an absolutely engrossing and absorbing narrative, which does not boast of factual fidelity, but is high on soulful connect with the issue of wildlife welfare and trees. Also keeps the flavor of the film light and peppy. The film tries its best to tell us that Arunachal Pradesh is the lungs of India. Prakriti hai to pragati hai. In a scene, Kriti, playing a veterinarian, says, "Tum insaan hi theek ho, janwar banne ke layak nahi ho." The point that Amar Kaushik made through Stree about women's safety, here he is doing it for forest conservation and trees. He subtly inspires respect in a world of entertainment where most films aim at only entertaining and not leaving a thought or a message behind. Writer Nirain Bhatt dwells upon questions of language, identity, culture with dashes of comicality to keep the 2-hour and roughly 45-minute long movie lively. In a scene where a question arises, when does Bhaskar turn into a Bhediya, Panda says, "Shayad सुहागन और भेड़िए को चांद बहुत पसंद है." There are dialogues that make sure that you cannot stop your giggly laughter. Varun Dhawan gets a big pie here. He's impressive both in his physicality for being able to look like someone who can turn into a Bhediya, to the comical scenes with Abhishek and Deepak here. He gets ample room to perform. In a scene he says, "बस भाई की body बन गई है, ये बढ़िया है. मैं कब तक इंसानों को खाता फिरूंगा?" I burst out into innumerable laughters in the course of the film. Kriti has a considerable voice, but can't reveal for the fear of spoilers, but good job. Cinematography by Jishnu Bhattacharjee, his camera and production design, and the visual effects that enable that transformation and letting the boy leap across buildings as a werewolf are top-notch. The climax also promises a delightful experience. Bhediya reworks the conventions of the genre to craft the story of a forest facing the threat of desolation in the name of development. Also, it's a film that appeals to young and the family audiences. Now we talk about the film recommendation of this week. On 25th November, the world celebrates the International Day for Elimination of Violence Against Women, a day designated by the United Nations. So here is a recommendation that is closely linked and superbly performed. Watching the extraordinarily gripping mini-series Maid on Netflix, one is struck by how different the lives of domestic workers are in India and the US. They are practically worlds apart. Alex, played by Margaret Qualley, the protagonist, is just out of an abusive relationship and is seeking help in the form of government aid, student loans and an education. That is something no domestic worker in India can aspire for in their wildest dreams. Created for Netflix by Molly Smith-Metzler, you are quickly drawn into Alex's world as she leaves her abusive boyfriend Sean, played by Nick Robinson, with her 2.5-year-old daughter Maddie in the middle of the night. Alex approaches Value Maids, a cleaning service, and starts to work under pressing circumstances, pinching shortage of money, dirt and filth around her. As Alex cleans gracious mansions with killer sundowner views, she learns about the people she works for, different women from all walks of life, and writes her experiences in a notebook. We also know about Alex's strained relationship with her father and her free-spirited mum, Paula, played by her own mother in real life, Andie MacDowell, who has undiagnosed bipolar. Alex takes time to accept that she is a victim of domestic violence. But a fellow survivor in a shelter tells her, before hitting you, they hit near you. Now she knows that she is a survivor too. Based on Stephanie Land's memoir, Maid, Hard Work, Low Pay and a Mother's Will to Survive, the show is riveting for the performances and the exploration of the damage caused by the unending circle of abuse. I strongly suggest you watch it. Now moving on, talking to Saif Ali Khan is like a crash course in wit, humility and great conversational skills. Bred in England, his lineage is enviable. He's one of those actors who mixes old world charm with impeccable modern ways of living. A conversation with Saif Ali Khan on movies and life. Hello, how are you?
Well, thank you.
वो साल जब उस फैशन वीक में पहली बार आप और करीना हैंड इन हैंड आए थे and for the first time a journalist asked you, hey, are you guys together?
Yeah.
And you said, yeah, we're together.
I wish I had said, yes, we're together. I think I said, there was a lot of us.
Really?
I should have been a bit more, but I do a lot of us anyway.
तो ये that kind of a journalism जिसमें infer कर लिया था that you're together?
No. I said we are together.
अच्छा.
But इतना confidently नहीं बोला. थोड़ा मैं थोड़ा घबरा के बोला.
अच्छा. So
because I hadn't checked with Kareena कि should I say it.
भाई वो तो जरूरी है ना.
लेकिन मुझे याद है हम लोग मनीष मल्होत्रा के फैशन शो पे गए थे और जब हम लोग अंदर आए थे तो there were about 200 people, maybe more people there. I don't know कितने लोग थे वहाँ पे, लेकिन कम से कम 3-4 मिनट के लिए pin drop silence था. They were just looking at us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, they are together.
Yeah, I think so. I think both of us don't believe in कि छुपाना. अगर if you believe in something, then you know you should be I think open and honest in public.
I think यही बात आपके फादर ने आपसे कही थी कई सालों पहले.
I must say, ma'am, you have a good memory and some good research also. Yes.
But isn't it? He said the same thing. If you're in a relationship, why hide?
I think he said that if you want people to respect you, or you know, you should respect yourself.
हाँ, good. तो ये बताइए कि for me, for everybody who's watching this chat show, 3 key secrets to keeping a marriage alive.
See, I'm no expert. I don't know, but I think हमारे साथ क्या होता है कि खलील गिब्रान कहते थे कि साथ में रहो लेकिन
let there be space in togetherness.
Space in your togetherness. Yes. that is something I think both of us are professionals. दोनों के अलग-अलग काम हैं. And yet at the same time we come together in the evenings and we make some time. So I think Kareena is also very good at balancing work and personal life. So I think having something fresh to talk about from time to time helps us. We travel, we can't help it. कभी-कभी साथ नहीं रहते हम, तो कुछ दिनों के बाद अगर मिलते हैं तो थोड़ी freshness रहती है इस वजह से, I guess. Sometimes I see people, who spend too much time together, they're looking like, fed up sometimes. So that's not a good thing.
किसी ने कहा है कि आपकी शादी बड़ी अच्छी चलती है, मतलब वजह क्या है? इसकी वजह ये है कि हम जरा कम मिलते हैं.
Yeah, I think Shatrughan Sinha, somebody said कि हिंदुस्तानी लोग at that time, he said, इतना डिवोर्स नहीं होता compared to the West. He said वो तो half the time हम लोग मिलते ही नहीं अपनी बीवी से. But I mean, it's a joke, but it's also true. So sometimes you see guys standing ahead, they walked off, the wife is following behind. I don't like that. I think we should respect each other and
साथ में शाना बशाना चलना चाहिए.
Family should also respect. कभी-कभी sometimes families take each other for granted. The best thing is to have 2 different televisions. You can watch different.
Really?
I'm joking.
रॉयल फैमिली के लड़के का अकेले उत्तराधिकारी वली-ए-हद का ये कहना कि मैं फिल्मों में जाऊंगा, वो भी उस जमाने की फिल्मों में जब उसको बहुत अच्छी नजर से नहीं देखा जाता था.
Correct.
आपके अब्बा जान ने क्या कहा था?
नहीं, my Abba was very cool person. तो he said just follow your heart and be happy. And I think, अगर एक अच्छी नौकरी मिलती है and if you're stable, if you take it seriously and if you work hard and you're good at it, फिर मुझसे ज़्यादा कोई खुश नहीं होगा.
अच्छा, वो आपको विजिट करते थे बॉम्बे आके तब?
नहीं, आधे वो लव आजकल के सेट्स पे आए थे.
अच्छा.
लेकिन वो तो लंदन था. He never came to film sets, not my mother's film sets or mine or something.
अच्छा.
I think एक बार वो अम्मा took him to a film party. Somebody said, "Hi, I'm AD." Hi, I'm AD. So he said, "Where's BC?" So then she didn't invite him again. She said, "Oh God, this is." The guy didn't understand what you. He said, "AD, where's BC?"
Where's BC? Actually, YouTube पे आपके फादर टाइगर पटौदी साहब के इतने प्यारे इंटरव्यूज हैं. आप सिर्फ उन इंटरव्यूज को देख के you can actually take it like a class of good manners and how a man should behave and things like that.
I watch them also. Sometimes I miss him and I just watch these old interviews.
Yes. Despite having one eye severely damaged, he was the captain of Indian cricket team. कोई सोच नहीं सकता आज के ज़माने में.
But also he never made a big deal out of it.
Exactly.
Like out of anything. Anything you take from him, anything life takes from him, he's quite relaxed. He's relaxed being a prince. He's relaxed being a normal person. He's relaxed with everything.
Yes, and even all this while, जब शर्मिला जी काम कर रही थी और वो नहीं होती थी उनके साथ, he was pretty chilled out. In fact, he said to somebody, "My wife is a busy girl.
Yes,
it's difficult for the schedules to meet."
Absolutely.
How cool is that?
Yeah, no, he was very cool and relaxed. हमने उनसे काफी बहुत सीखा है.
है ना? Yeah, great. आपके दादा इफ्तिखार अली खान साहब ने इंडिया को रिप्रेजेंट किया था इंटरनेशनल क्रिकेट में. आपके फादर तो कैप्टन थे ही. आपने या इब्राहिम ने कभी प्रोफेशनल क्रिकेट न खेला न खेलने की सोची? क्यों?
हमने खेली थी स्कूल में. मैंने काफ़ी क्रिकेट खेली थी, लेकिन एक अलग टाइप का पैशन की ज़रूरत होती है और फ्रैंकली एक अलग टाइप का टैलेंट भी. और आदमी को पहचान लेना चाहिए कि लिसन, आई डोंट नो, इतने सारे बिलियन लोग हैं हमारे देश में, सब क्रिकेट खेलना चाहते हैं. लाइक हाउ द साउथ अमेरिकन्स वांट टू प्ले फुटबॉल, वी वांट टू प्ले क्रिकेट. सो आई थिंक इट वुड नॉट हैव बीन अ रियलिस्टिक एम्बिशन एक्चुअली. आई डोंट नो, जेनेटिकली आई थिंक कुछ बंगाली खून भी आ गया है हमारे अंदर. सो वी हैव गॉन द अदर वे. सो इट्स ओके, आई वुड हैव लव्ड टू प्ले क्रिकेट. आई लव क्रिकेट, मेरे खून में है. आई लाइक ओल्ड टेस्ट मैचेस. आई लाइक ऑल सॉर्ट्स ऑफ क्रिकेट. टू मी इट्स लाइक माय फादर, सो इट्स लाइक अ वेरी डीप थिंग. बट अगर उस लेवल पे नहीं खेल सकते तो यू शुड नॉट बॉदर. दैट्स व्हाट आई थिंक.
करेक्ट. इब्राहिम अगर 21 साल की उम्र में शादी करने को कहें या कोई भी लड़का कहे, तो व्हाट वुड योर एडवाइस बी?
I'd say you're too young. I'll say you're too young and please wait.
ग्रेट. करियर के कौन से साल में आपने अपने आप से कहा, hey, I need to be recognized as a very good actor?
I don't know, after a while. शुरुआत में I just wanted to be accepted. Okay. पता नहीं, will the film do well, not do well. मेरे ambitions काफ़ी low थे और वो बढ़ते गए. And now I think just before कल हो ना हो और शाहरुख खान के साथ काम करने के बाद मुझे लगा कि okay, I want to take more responsibility. मैं देख रहा हूँ कि how a senior actor works, you know.
Yeah.
And काफ़ी gear changes हुए हैं career में.
Okay.
तो कल होना हो was a gear change. I didn't love के लिए कुछ भी करेगा. Small film. When I did, I said, okay, I want more out of life. I don't want to do these films only.
Okay. आपका ओरिजिनल नाम था साजिद अली खान.
Yeah.
तो सैफ कब, क्यों और कैसे?
I don't know. हमारे फैमिली में एक ट्रेडिशन था कि दादी the first born the दादी will bring up.
कई घरों में है.
And my mother said no, but
Okay.
maybe she should have given me. I was very naughty, and I think my parents were very busy also when I was growing up. So shayad maybe I would have been less naughty under Dadi. But I don't know why she said Sajid.
Okay.
And somebody changed it to Saif, and I'm very happy they changed it.
करीना की कौन सी फिल्म देखकर आपने सोचा था for the first time that God, she is gorgeous?
कभी खुशी कभी
गम. क्या आपका पटौदी का 10वां नवाब होना कभी आपके फिल्म करियर से क्लैश होता है?
Somebody, I think my daughter Sara ने मुझसे कहा कि you can't expect to be taken seriously as the Nawab of Patodi and that dance like see the two don't mix. Yeah, there's some Rajasthani princes who take it very seriously.
Yes, and that is North India.
But that is their image in North India, you know. But for us, we are very secular. India and the film industry is very secular. So this stuff, I mean, bol lete hain, but we don't take it seriously. And of course, you take your family seriously. And the house and everything. My father's buried in Patodi. I will be buried in Patodi.
Yeah.
But we're very down to earth. We don't, you know, it's difficult to mix the two.
It is. आपके बेटे तैमूर की सबसे प्यारी अदा क्या है?
I think he says adab like this. Abadab.
Lovely. अच्छा, पटौदी का वली अहद ये एक काम नहीं कर सकता. वो क्या है वो?
I think something very loud and, you know, maybe nylon shirts. I think you can't wear them. Something loud behavior. They're quiet people.
Yeah, quiet and dignified. So सैफ, आप तो सुना है कि चलती फिरती डिक्शनरी है, तो हमारे जो शब्दकोश है उसमें कुछ इजाफा करते जाइए. Tell me a better word for perplexed.
Perplexed. Flummoxed.
Wow. Tell me a better word for shocked.
Shocked. Flabbergasted. Okay. Flabbergasted.
Flabbergasted. Wow. Dishonest.
Disingenuous.
Okay. अब आपने इंग्लैंड में इतना वक्त गुजारा है. Tell me a good, pretty, sweet, small English joke.
Okay, I know one. Another one. Yeah. How do you start a pudding race?
How do you start a pudding race?
You say go.
You say go.
Because Sago is a famous pudding in England. It is. Yeah.
Good one.
Okay, what happens when Batman and Robin meets a steamroller?
Batman and Robin meet the steamroller.
Yeah. They become Flatman and Ribbon. It's really bad. Sorry.
Time for a short break on the show. When we come back, we have music sensation Sachet Parampara with their popular songs. One of their popular songs is Bekhayali Mein Bhi Tera Hi Khayal Aaye from the movie Kabir Singh. They have come back with their new offering. So what is that? After the break. Hi and welcome back to Now Showing. I'm Atika Farooqui. Up next we have singer-composer duo Sachet Parampara who gave us the very melodic song Bekhayali from 2019 film Kabir Singh. They have a new single coming out titled Takda Rawan. My colleague Vishal Chatkara spoke to Sachet and Parampara about their latest song, the importance of social media in the life of an artist, and lots more.
सोना सोना तेरी अख दा नजारा के अखां विच तकदा रवां तेरे मुखड़े नु दिन राती पढ़दा रवां तैनू पाण वाली जिद उत्ते अड़दा रवां दिल बैठे बैठे करदा ऐ गल्लां तेरियां तैनू लग जाना उमरा भी यारा मेरियां सोना दिंदा नहीं अख दा सितारा के अखां विच तकदा रवां.
Congratulations for your new single that's titled Takda Rawa, which was trending on, which is actually trending on top position. The song is of course written by Kumar. So how it all started, how you zeroed in on this song?
Actually, we as Sachet Parampara, we always feel कि हमें जितने भी हमारे listeners उनको ना कुछ नई नई चीजें gift करनी चाहिए. तो ऐसे ये idea आया कि एक new song बनाते हैं जिसमें थोड़ा कुछ ऐसे elements हो जो उनको खुशी दे, जो उनको happiness दे जब भी वो गाना सुने. तो कुछ ऐसी music से शुरुआत की.
I think उसी में ही we got Kumar Baji on board, and I think उन्होंने जो हम लोगों ने पहले melody बनाई थी. तो वो मेलोडी पे ही कुछ थे, अपने लिखावट था हमारा, हम लोगों ने डमी लिख के रखा था, और उसके बाद से भी लाइक उनके साथ बैठे, and I think within half an hour we completed this song.
You have millions of followers on Instagram. Would you please like to tell our viewers the reason why musicians should post Instagram reels?
Should post because it is a free platform. You don't
and
require
if you want to talk to your fans, so definitely you can, or the people who love you.
You also get to know more about yourself as an artist. कि क्या चीज है जो मतलब लोगों को आपकी इतनी पसंद है, जबकि कई बार हम दोनों को एक दूसरे की वो चीज नहीं पसंद आती जो लोगों को हमारे बारे में पसंद आती है. हाँ, you discover yourself. अगर आप Instagram पे या किसी सोशल मीडिया पे, you can also discover yourself.
And also, so would you say that you find your audience on Instagram?
Yeah, our audience.
Yeah, our audience
everywhere.
is everywhere.
Yeah.
Even on YouTube. So we have 4.5 million subscribers on YouTube as well.
Yeah.
So and I think Facebook too.
also.
So we have everywhere. जो हमारी जहाँ पे जो लोग सुनते हैं वो audience है, अगर वो ढूंढ लेते हैं उनको जो भी चाहिए होता है, और वो enjoy करते हैं उस section को.
Although you made your Bollywood debut with the song from Toilet Ek Prem Katha, but actually the song that put you on the map was a song called Bekhayali from Kabir. Right to say that post Kabir Singh, there was no looking back for Sachet Parampara?
Thank you for saying that. It motivates us when you say that there was no looking back.
It was a long process.
And discussions.
Many discussions.
Because it is a very different kind of
Sandeep sir had a very, very, very good vision. And even Shahid sir is an outstanding actor. He also thinks a lot about music. बहुत changes हुए, बहुत होते हैं. It's very normal. Because song में ऐसा mood था कि वो प्यार में भी है, वो angst भी है उसके अंदर, वो उदास भी है, वो मतलब उसको सब कुछ है.
और ऐसा नहीं था कि बहुत सारे compositions बनाए थे इसके लिए और ऐसा.
This was the one.
This was the first tune that came out from us.
It was बेख्याली में भी तेरा ही ख्याल आए, क्यों बिछड़ना है जरूरी ये सवाल आए, तेरी नजदीकियों की खुशी बेहिसाब थी, हिस्से में फासले भी तेरे बेमिसाल आए.
So we close the show with an interesting couplet that Mr. Bachchan had used in the scene right after the song Rang Barse in Silsila. And he said, लाजिम है दिल के साथ रहे पासबान अक्ल, लाजिम है दिल के साथ रहे पासबान अक्ल, लेकिन कभी कभी इसे तन्हा भी छोड़ दे. Give yourself some moments of restitude and peace, just in case you are burning yourself out. We all are work in progress, and the journey should be better than the destination. I'm Atika Farooqui, signing off here. Till we meet again, goodbye.